Hey folks, everything doing just fine. Well, I'm going to do a video here about how to charge your electronics when the power grid goes down, or in an emergency situation, if you're even out camping or something goes wrong, you need to charge up a electronic device, usually your cell phone, so that you can make an emergency call or something like that. I have a few ideas that you can use, interesting things out there that you can use to charge up these devices at least once so you can get maybe an emergency call out or something. I have a few devices set up here that I currently own that we use for various things that I think give you good ideas for what you can purchase these days to go ahead and charge your cell phone or your emergency radio or whatever you may have. Now these days most consumer electronics are driven by USB. They charge by USB. So the first thing we have is this little device, and I did a review of this. I forget the actual name of it. Something stick, power stick? Oh, Hype. Hype USB mobile and tablet power stick. This is simply a little lithium-ion battery. It comes with this really short USB dongle, and you literally just plug it in. So if you want to charge a regular USB device, you plug this guy in like that, and well, no, opposite way around. You go like this, and you can charge a device. If you want to charge this, you actually flip the cord around, and you can plug it into your laptop, for example, and charge it up. You can also plug your phone, obviously, into there if it doesn't have this, what is this, micro USB adapter. If it has a mini USB or something else. So this is a great little device. This will get most modern phones maybe half full in terms of power. Enough to get you online, for a couple of minutes and allow a couple of calls in. So this is a great little device to have charged up. This costs about $4 on eBay. All right, over to the next one, and we use this one for camping. Now this is a Coleman Lantern. I got this Canadian Tire. It's got low and high, so the light alone is great for an off-grid or network down, power grid down situation. The nice thing is this has a lithium-ion battery inside it, and it's got a little charge port. Of course, there's a wire in here, a USB charge cable, and a little 120 volt plug, and you plug in the USB to there to charge the lithium-ion here. But the nice thing about this is that the battery is large enough. They actually included a USB port, so you can actually plug your phone into this USB port and charge your phone from the lithium-ion battery in this lantern. So this is a great double duty. Provides light when if the grid is down, or if you're having an emergency or you're out and about. So it provides the light, and it provides some extra charging. So I could even charge up my power stick with this particular lithium-ion battery. And this is, I forget how large this is, but I think it's bigger than the power stick. So that is another great option. This is about $70. You can get the cheaper version of it, which is about $30, $40, $50, which has maybe the nickel metal hydride battery in it, or replaceable AA's. I went for the higher, the more expensive one, because the lithium-ion should last a good number of years, probably 10 years. This will be worth it. So that's a great little unit. The next unit I have is this PowerPack Solar. Now this is an expensive unit new, but it comes with a 5-watt solar panel, which you can actually take out. And you've seen this before in some of my other videos. If I can put this off. This is a solar panel that you can replace. You can put up in the sun somewhere and lean it up, to collect solar. It's a little 5-watt panel. It will trickle charge the battery. But I just did a video where I put a new lithium-ion 20 amp hour lithium-ion battery inside this little guy. And what this comes with is, it comes with LED lights on the side. It has a 12-volt socket. It also has a USB connector and a couple of 120 volt plugs on it. So this is a really excellent grid down situation light, and I've used this when the power has went out for light. The light will run for a long time. These LEDs are fairly bright, and you can see in here I've got my lithium-ion battery. This is about $40, this lithium-ion battery by itself. But that's a great little unit that has inbuilt charging capability in an off-grid situation. And so I can actually charge all these devices off this if I had to. These are all interchangeable pretty much, so they'll all supply power to the next guy via USB if you want. And the fourth option, I guess it would be, is this guy. Now this is a must-have on a hobby farm, or if you're off-grid and you've got some vehicles. It comes with some alligator clips for batteries. There's a built-in compressor on this one. But specifically, we're talking about charging electronic devices. So this particular one has a USB plug and a 12-volt plug. So this unit is not only good for keeping in the back of your car for charging your batteries, but in a grid down situation, this will also allow you to charge your USB device. And this is a Stanley 500 amp backpack that you put in your car. So there's just some real quick ideas on what you can get these days, and there's a ton more different things that you can get to charge your electronic devices in an emergency situation. Some of them very small, you can pop this thing in your pocket. Some of them bigger and more useful, like this light, and even more useful would be this, an extended grid down situation where all you have is solar power. This little unit will work very well. Now you'd probably want to hook it up to a larger panel, because this really only trickle charges the battery, so it's not really good for day after day usage. But for an emergency, it's great. And then, if needed, you can always wire this into your bigger solar setup. And of course, this one you can recharge, just with the 12-volt plug, trickle charge it. And it also comes with a 120-volt charger, which technically you could plug into the PowerPack Solar and use 120 volt from that, and just draw some of the power back into this if you needed this for compressor usage or something like that. So just some ideas for you there. A couple of different options for an off-grid situation, and I mean there's 15, 20, there's 40, 50, 100 more different things you could do. But these are some of the things that I have on hand that come in very handy, especially even with the GoPro. I find if the GoPro runs out of battery and you have this in the field, you can plug this guy in and charge up the GoPro. So great little device, and all these things you could keep in your car as well for an emergency situation if you're away from your house. So I'll leave it there, guys. Hopefully that helps and gives you some ideas about how you can charge your electronic devices in a grid down situation or emergency situation, and maybe get one more call out there on your cell phone. And so thanks for watching. We'll leave it there.
So far.